Hey my lovelies, I hope you're all safe and well. It's Mitch here. I'm just coming on to do this week's Facebook card reveals for you all. So, if you were drawn to card number 1, we're going into the energy of the Ace of Leads. This is also the equivalent to the Ace of Swords in conventional tarot. So basically, when the Ace of Leads or the Ace of Swords shows, it's all about really taking back your power, really investing in what it is you want to do, what you want to be part of. So the spiritual kind of energies are coming in with the gift. So the lead is almost being offered. And in the top here, we've got the crown, and things are being sort of shed, they're being sort of removed. And the crown is all about sort of owning your world, doing things your way, doing things to the best of your abilities. So this is a really important time for you guys to step up, to really sort of harness your hopes, your dreams, your goals, your aspirations, and not give up on what you truly believe in or what you truly want to experience. There is also some detaching here as well. So it's being truthful, it's being real, it's being honest with yourself, celebrating all the great things that add value, that add purpose within your life. But if you know that there are people, circumstances, or situations that might be holding you back or limiting how far you can go with your dreams and the things you want to experience, it's just cutting them off, it's just detaching them, and it's giving yourself permission to receive better quality. It's also about ruling on your own format, on your own terms. As long as you're not hurting or harming anybody else, there is a focus here on ruling and doing things your way, hence why the crown is being gifted in the first place. So it's really time for you guys, if you've been drawn to this card, to step up, not to waste the time that's being gifted to you, and actually go after what you truly want to be part of, what you truly want to experience for this year, and just the things you want to enjoy. And if there are hardships or things holding you back, it's actually giving yourself permission to think and to know that those things don't have to trigger, they don't have to be such a sort of problem, such a dilemma anymore. It's almost like giving yourself permission to find a way just to let things go, to just sort of clear down those energies. So a bit about boundaries and authority if you've been drawn to card number 1. Now then, guys, as we're moving into card number 2, we're going into the energy of the Wheel of Fortune. When the Wheel of Fortune shows, it's a little bit like a big old hamster wheel of life. It's always turning, it's always in a stage of rotation. Sometimes things are great, sometimes things are really hopeful, really positive. Another time we might feel like we're a little bit low, we might feel like we're at the bottom of this wheel, and it's all a little bit heavy, it's all a little bit hard going. But every experience, whether it's positive or whether it's negative, it's temporary. So it's almost like harnessing all the great stuff for as long as you have accessibility to it. If things get a little bit tough, if things get a bit rough and testing, it's almost working through the energy lines of that, but knowing you won't stay there forever, and there will be a point where the wheel will turn in your favor once more. Wheel of Fortune does tend to be about good luck and good fortune as well. So maybe some of you are going to get a spin or a change of events. So if things have been a little bit heavy or a bit confrontational, Lady Luck is almost coming in for you guys. So there may be like a turnaround of events, things that you felt that were perhaps a little bit unrealistic or a little bit unattainable are going to start to sort of work in your favor. The other aspect with the Wheel of Fortune is almost going deeper with your own energy lines. So often when this shows, it could be that there's some self-investment going on. So maybe some of you at the moment are learning a new cycle, a new understanding, a new appreciation for yourself. Maybe something physically has happened around you and it's sort of forced you to take ownership, or it's forced you to look at the inner stuff kind of going on within. So there may be some sort of personal development or personal care going on. And also with this card, sometimes it's about spiritual kind of consciousness. It's like rising spiritually. So for some of you, you might also be reinvesting in yourself. So there could be some sort of courses or learnings or teachings that maybe you're undergoing, and those could be done in a sort of like holistic or educational way. And sometimes it's just life lessons, life learnings, life teachings. But there's a lot of philosophy within the Wheel of Fortune as well. So quite an interesting one. But essentially, if things have been a little bit tricky or a little bit hard to negotiate, usually the wheel is going to turn a bit more into your favor. So it's often seen as a card of like better times or positive energies kind of coming in for you. So be aware of that as well. And finally, as we're going into card number 3, we're going into the energy of the 3 of Sticks, which is the equivalent to the 3 of Wands in conventional tarot. This is all about looking at the future, being really open to the opportunities of the future. So we've got this lovely little dog that's sort of looking out to sea, and they're open to possibilities. They're open to what experiences could become. And this is basically being ready to sort of take the bull by the horns. It's being ready to just sort of take life for what it is and actually go after those things that matter, those things that add purpose, those things that add value. So if you're wanting to change career, just get on and do it. If you're wanting to have more holidays and more travel, find a way to make it happen. If you're sort of invested in a project, it's all about like sort of seeing it through to the end. If you're willing to sort of welcome in a new relationship, it's being able to sort of obviously have the energies of that. Or maybe there's been some sort of trickiness with an ongoing relationship, and it's finding a way to put that right. So this is about like being very open, very real, and very aware of what needs to happen in terms of moving forward. So it's kind of allowing you to stay kind of grounded, to stay humbled, but it's also about sort of traveling and having these adventures, seeing the wider energies that are available or accessible for you. So it is quite a positive time when this kind of comes in. And if it hasn't felt like it's been hugely that positive up until this point, then know and trust that, positive times, better times are definitely going to happen. They're definitely going to be in store for you. But there's a focus on not wasting the time that's being gifted. You might feel as well with this 3 of Wands, some of you may have lost loved ones very close to you, or changes in circumstance may have happened recently and almost reminded you, or sort of you might have had that like awareness of what matters, what's really important, and what never was in the first place. So there may be some of that. So maybe some realizations kind of happening and some fine tunings of how you want your life to be, certainly moving forward for this year. So I will leave it with you. I hope it resonates. Stay safe, stay well, stay fab. No events to report this weekend. I'm having a little bit of a breather at the weekend. I've got a couple of Zooms, but then I'm going off grid a little bit. But next week, just to let you know, next Saturday, I will be over at the Swan Inn, just on the edge of Salisbury, for my first night of my Spirit Magic 2024 tour. There are still some tickets left, so if you'd like to be involved, if you'd like to come along, it's just literally that the pub is the Swan, and it's literally just before you get to Wilton. So it's not quite as far in as Salisbury, and it's not that far from Warminster, the other side. So it's a great one to travel to if you're around that kind of catchment area. So it's going to be really, really cool. I'm really looking forward to it. Yeah, it's just going to be a lush night with Spirit. So tickets are available on my website if you're interested in coming along to that. And yeah, I think that's it really. So I will leave it with you. Keep shining, stay safe, stay fab, and I will catch up very soon. Take care, love and blessings. Bye for now.